These three Pinot Noirs won the drinks business Global Pinot Noir Masters sort of gold medals. The La Boheme Pinot Noir is sourced from a blend of different sort of vineyards, but both from the Upper Yarra and Lower Yarra. So I guess it gets a bit of the sort of best of both worlds. It gets really lovely perfume and aromatics, but it gets a little bit more solidity, I suppose, or more sort of deeper, more concentrated sort of characteristics from the valley floor. So really nice example of Yarra Valley Pinot Noir style. Nice perfume, soft, gentle, aromatic, but some nice sort of characters thrown in. Rio Lusatia is from one of arguably the best vineyards in the Yarra Valley. Higher altitude, much cooler growing conditions, always seriously aromatic, quite ethereal in style. It seems to sort of, it's matured in quite a lot of new oak, but it seems to absorb that really well, and it sort of, still has great finesse and charm and some of those sort of characteristics. Rio, the Abbey, is from a small part of the Yarra Valley called Tarrawarra. It's quite a small sort of sub-appellation, I suppose. It's a slightly warmer site over that way. It's a north-facing vineyard. It's a bit fuller and richer in character, but we're using some new clones on this particular vineyard that really give nice aromatics in a fairly warm environment. And the wine is sort of is richer. Again, it's full of violets and those sort of things. It's got some nice sort of character, nice perfume, those sort of characters, but it's also sort of quite rich in texture and flavour. The soil types are quite interesting with each of these wines. Obviously, the La Boheme is a blend of different soil types, but the difference between these two wines, the sort of the Abbey vineyard, it's more sedimentary soils, and they're not quite as fertile as the soils in this particular wine, but these are the red volcanic soils of the Upper Yarra, and they really give their own sort of unique characteristic. All of these wines go really well with food. In terms of La Boheme, things like duck are obviously fantastic. Even sort of roast chicken, those types of dishes are really good. The Abbey seems to be able to handle a bit more sort of gamey meats because it's got more spice and more tannin and is maybe slightly richer in wine, and the Lusatia is again beautiful with confit of duck and those sorts of things.